All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Robert Smirking Gun Reviews. We are doing another episode of Happy. It's season 1, episode 2, so full spoilers ahead for What Smiles Are For. Great. This is good. I'm really happy I'm watching this. Book ended with the Jerry Springer Show, which they say the exact same thing that I was thinking is, I didn't even know this show was still on. I'm at work during the day, so apparently this show is on at 2, 3 in the afternoon or something like that still. I guess, well, I really thought maybe it was done, but I guess people never get tired of watching hillbillies and trash, fight each other. But the exciting moment where I drink my coffee. But it's really fitting. I love it. So from exactly where the last episode ends, where he's gone through the windshield, the slow motion and everything, and just how sloppy Christopher Meloni is willing to look in this show is great. So in his mind, he goes to the Jerry Springer Show, and I love that it's the Jerry Springer Show. They completely shot it on location. It looks like it would. The complete style of Happy is gone, and it's the Jerry Springer Show, if you know what I mean. The look of it, the screen and everything, all closed captioned and everything like that. And just, oh my gosh, and how he really looks up close and not stylized. I mean, he's rough, and it's great. His confusion and why his brain decided to go to the Jerry Springer Show is beyond me, but it's a wonderful choice. And I'm glad that they got Jerry to be in it. And this wasn't just some weird knockoff of the show. And, what we're seeing here is he's running away from his responsibilities and the things that he's afraid of, the things that he's lost. And instead of being brave and sucking it up and taking it like a man, he's allowed himself to just feel self-pity and wallow in loathing and all this stuff for so long that he's having a hard time pulling himself back out to be the man that he used to be. And again, it's very cliche, but it's Christopher Meloni's, again, this all hinges on his performance. And yeah, he's still Shatnering the shit out of this, but it's great. It's the best kind of overacting. But also sincerity. There's a lot of sincerity in this, especially from his character, who is still trying to get out of Dodge. And so we'll get back to his character in a second. So I guess his partner, his ex-partner or whatever she wasn't, they were lovers, and that relationship ruined his relationship with his wife, who is Haley's mother. So the whole thing with him denying that he has a daughter is probably just, that's kind of shitty. Also, his partner, Meredith, I guess that the mob guy is not her dad. He's just a guy she owes, at least they say she owes a debt to them, and she has to be a crooked cop to get out from under this guy, which again is pretty cliche. I'm glad she's not just corrupt to be corrupt, but I can't wait to see what happens to this mob guy, because he's a real piece of shit. But it's like in that kind of Boondock Saints kind of mafia way, where there's no redeeming qualities to these people. They're absolutely terrible. There's you don't care what happens to them. It's kind of like watching Nazis, where you can torture a Nazi. To me, you can't do anything to a Nazi that's over, too far. And when you get characters like these, you don't care. You want them to end in the worst way possible. And it is very cartoony. It is very comic booky, where you have to have these characters written in a way that you just do not care. That way the hero can do whatever they want, as crazy and insane as they want to. Which brings me to the poker scene, where poor Happy, again, is he real, is he not real? Again, I don't think it really matters. Accidentally takes cocaine. So a little imaginary friend, horse unicorn thing on cocaine's always going to be funny. And Nick's idea to make him cheat it's pretty obvious, but again, it's fun. It's fun and insane, and watching everybody react to Nick's insanity is also really fun. Everybody's playing him. You know, the mob has got everyone, so wherever he goes, whatever he's trying, they've already thought of it. So he's there to get money and guns. They're there to keep him there, you know, and until somebody else can come to take him away. He can't ever get away. So this whole running thing, he's in denial of that. No matter how far he runs, he's not going to be able to get away from this, whether he likes it or not. So destiny and fate, or whatever you want to call it in this show, is leading him somewhere. And fighting it is just, you know, kind of pointless. I do love when he just decides to take everybody down, you know, like everybody thinks he's a joke, and he is a joke. But I mean, he is good at one thing, and that's killing people. Taking people out, doing the crazy thing that needs to be done to take people out. And so he just lays waste to these guys, which is just great. Again, it's very similar to like a Punisher. Like, what if the Punisher was a cop, a disgraced cop who, you know, I don't know. I think you know where I'm going with this, but. So there's not really that much else to this episode, just that it's just bonkers. The crazy doctor is watching over Meredith's mother, so they get to have some very awkward interactions. The fact that he's like saying he can smell her vagina and commenting on her flat-chestedness. I mean, this guy is despicable. So again, just waiting for his moment to be taken out. And yeah. I mean, his book ended nicely with the Jerry Springer stuff, and then Nick has breakfast with Happy, and they decide not to run, that they're going to come, you know, go back. And Haley talking to what she thought was a little kid in the boxes, I could tell right away that that wasn't a little kid's voice. I was like, that's probably the bad guy, and it was. What this guy is up to, like they say he says he wants kids to stay little kids. Why do they always say that? Like they've picked a really disgusting hobo looking dude to be this guy who wants children to stay children. I would have thought that they'd have picked somebody it would be even creepier to me if he looked like the guy that hosts the kids show that they watch. You know, something very happy that's this, you know, supposed to be this joy, this thing that celebrates children would be evil, you know. Instead, they go with the grubby looking guy, which is whatever. I just think it works better if you try to flip that. Anyway, if you like this review, please hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz. I just donated plasma, so if I've forgotten anything, please call me out in the comment section. That's why I'm having caffeine, to try to keep me awake while I make these reviews. So anyway, can't wait to see what happens in episode 3. And yeah, this is Robinson Brick and Gun Review saying have a great day, and we'll see you next time.